Welcome to the Friday edition of the Snews here at LonghornStation.com. Imagine my embarrassment when I came in and saw Ahmad wearing the same shirt I was.
Mine's better.
Yeah, his is better. It is cleaner, no armpit stains. All right. NBA playoff predictions. We're going to go through the series in just a brief synopsis and tell you who we think and how many games. We're going to start with the marquee game. Starts tomorrow, 2 o'clock on ABC. Wow. Lakers in Oklahoma City. Lifetime Longhorn Kevin Durant in the mix. Your thoughts, Laker fan?
Kevin's going to be tough to stop, but I think Ron Artest is up to the task. He held him to 3 points lower than his average throughout the year. But I do think that the Thunder have enough to get it done. They'll win one game on LA's court, and I think they'll win one on their court. I'm going to say this goes 6 games, and I think 3 of these games that even the Lakers win are going to be close, John. Okay. Lakers in 6.
I don't share your optimism. Lakers in 5. I think those young boys, and I love that team, I think they're about to get a lesson in playoff basketball. They'll get hugged, grabbed, bear hugged all over the court. Lakers win it in 5. Moving on to the West, let's talk about those Phoenix. How about the Phoenix Suns? What a surprise. Worked their way all the way up to the 3 seed. Phoenix and Portland. Brandon Roy out for this series. He's going to have surgery to repair that torn meniscus.
Steve Nash has got it going, playing some great basketball, getting everybody involved. Grant Hill looks like he's been taking his goji berry. He's got some energy playing that way, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to go Phoenix in 6.
I've got Phoenix in 6 as well. Elsewhere in the West, Denver and Utah. Wow, what a series this could be. George Karl still going through his radiation treatments. He's not ready to come back yet. Chauncey Billups having the best scoring year of his career. Yep. The Utah Jazz, like always, the team nobody knows anything about. Your thoughts?
You said Chauncey Billups. I'm going to go with the point guard on the other side, and I think he's going to win this matchup. The product from the Colony, Texas, who we saw make a run in March Madness. This guy's good, folks, and people respect his game. I think it's ugly. It kind of reminds you of John Stockton, but it's so effective. I think he'll be the difference, but I have this series going 7 games. I think this could be one of the best first games, or the best first round series of the NBA playoffs for sure, John.
I agree. I wish it wasn't the late game starting. It was like 9:30 starts. It's going to be very difficult for me. You can't say Utah playoff basketball without saying ugly. It's always been that way. Kyle Korver set an NBA record this year for 3-point shooting. Wow. 54% of his shots made from behind the arc.
Man.
Who knew? Nobody knew. He's going to hit one of those to win a game. I also have Utah in 7. And finally in the West, Dallas at San Antonio. Mavs and the Spurs squaring off for the 3rd time in 5 seasons. Little different on the scheduling. They opened the series on Sunday night, but then Game 2 not till Wednesday. Could that be an advantage for the old legs of the Spurs?
No. The Mavs are playing too well right now. We said this about them when they got knocked off in the first round versus the Golden State Warriors a few years ago too. But I just think, the time has come for the San Antonio Spurs, John. I think it's over, and I think this time the Mavs finally end up on the right side. They win this game. They are the 2nd best team in the West, by the way. I don't think it goes 6. Well, pardon me. I don't think it goes 7. I have Dallas in 6, and I think it's going to come off of the hands of Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki.
I think it's going to be 7 games. I don't think it needs to be 7 games. But the Dallas Mavericks just can't stand prosperity. It's just one of those things. They've won 50-plus games for 10 straight years. Wow. They've been to the NBA Finals 1 time, had a 2-0 lead, probably should have won the series, but D. Wade and Shaq got to them. Whatever. The Mavericks are the better team. I agree with Ahmad. I'm going to go 7 just because the Mavericks can't figure out how to do it any other way. Let's go over to the Eastern Conference Finals, or the Eastern Conference, playoffs. Finals will be a little bit premature. The top seed in the East, obviously the Cleveland Cavaliers, they get things started on Sunday at 2 o'clock, taking on the Chicago Bulls, who are back in the postseason, but again, a 500 ball club.
This is the only sweep that I have, John, is this game. I don't see them being able to do anything. I mean, LeBron James is rested. He says that he's warned the Chicago Bulls that he will be more monstrous than he's ever been. Whatever that means, I expect LeBron to come out here and be the MVP that I think he is.
I expect a good series for Derrick Rose, and he's the only one.
That's about it.
I got a sweep as well. Orlando is the 2 seed in the East. They take on the Charlotte Bobcats. Larry Brown back in the postseason with another basketball team.
This is incredible. They'll get games just on the merit alone of him being there. I have them winning 2 games. Pardon me, 1 game from Orlando, and it's going to come off of Larry Brown's brain. He's going
Larry Brains. I like that.
He's going to beat the master of panic, as Shaq called him, Van Gundy in some matchups, and I think he gets 1 game out of him. And I think another game might be close.
I hope DJ Augustine gets some minutes. That's another lifetime Longhorn. But and I do like Steven Jackson. He got a bum. I know what we all saw him going to the stands, and Ron Artest went crazy and all that stuff. I've interviewed Steven Jackson one-on-one. The guy couldn't have been nicer. He was part of that Spurs team that won the title in 2003. He was part of that upset with Golden State when he and Baron Davis toppled the top-ranked Dallas Mavericks, the aforementioned.
Oh, boy.
I think he can get hot in one of those games and just start raining. He might score 30 or 31 in a game. I'll give him one game, but I like Orlando in 5 there. Atlanta and Milwaukee. You got a couple of Longhorns in this one. You got Maurice Evans for the Hawks. You got Royale Ivy playing for the Bucks. Could be a good series.
Yeah, I guess, man. Atlanta's playing too well. They have, in my opinion, the sixth man of the year in Jamal Crawford. Joe Johnson. Mr. Smith is playing extremely well. Horford is coming around. They're going to annihilate the Bucks. The Bucks get one game. It's probably on their home court, but the Hawks, they cruise, and I guess their next matchup would be... looks like they might take on Orlando, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I know, and that's going to be a great series. And Atlanta might give them some trouble. How many games did you pick?
I have them in 5.
Atlanta in 5? Mm-hmm. I do have Atlanta in 5 as well. I think No, I'm sorry. I do have them in a sweep. I have Atlanta in a sweep. I just think Milwaukee, they have my coach of the year. They have my rookie of the year. They don't have Bogut, who was the second best big man in basketball this year. I just think that hurts them too much, and Atlanta is clicking on all cylinders. And this team got better. They were pretty good last year. They were good when they were extending the Celtics to 7 games. It's good basketball team. And I think they might be a sneaky chance to get to the Eastern Conference Finals past Orlando. I like Atlanta very much. Joe Johnson. God, I always wonder if Phoenix regrets letting him get away.
Of course they do.
He's
incredible.
Finally, last but not least, Boston and Miami. As we wrap this thing up, Boston slid a little bit. They were 23-5 on Christmas Day. They are a 500 team. Since then, rumors about Doc Rivers' demise. Is he going to retire after the season? Meanwhile, here comes Miami and Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne Wade thinks he's Superman. We all know different, but he thinks he's Superman.
He thinks he's Superman, but he can't get it done. This is not one that Superman can save, folks. The Boston Celtics, the cagey veterans that they are, with the addition, and I'm going to call it an addition, Rajon Rondo is playing out of his mind. At one point, he was playing like the best point guard in the game. He'll be the difference in this series. They won't be able to hold him at that position, and I think he distributes to peers in the gang. But I got this game. I got this series going 7.
7. Wow.
7.
I've got it in 6. Boston in 6. D-Wade averaged 34 points a game the 3 times they met.
Eesh.
He's going to make some people tired.
Ouch.
All right. 8 basketball playoff games in the NBA tomorrow and Sunday. We will meet you right back here 6 a.m. on Monday on the Longhorn Station. Have a great weekend from AM 1300 The Zone.